Welcome again.
Third
time's a charm.
Third time's a charm. Facebook Live. It's Thursday, so we're here. It's episode 132. Actually, I do want to double back to Neil's question real quick because we got a get to know us segment. We're gonna go through TVs and stuff, so it might be a few minutes. So Neil, I do want to real quick. He's asking about our Gasoline Extreme versus some other products out there. A Chemtool product, Seafoam, known as Heat Wave. I'm not sure. Is that you're talking about a Chemtool? Is that the Heat Wave, Neil? But I will say I don't know too much about that B12 product. But Gas Extreme versus some of these others like a Seafoam and some other products. I'll tell you this. You know, we when we formulate the product, it's kind of a mantra around here. We don't put a product out unless we know that we can beat what's out there as far as the certain things we want to accomplish. The biggest thing with Gas Extreme is cleaning. It's a PEA based detergent. So the way we formulate it, it's going to be Heat Wave. That's his handle on Steve's show. Okay, now I'm connecting the dots. But anyways, Gas Extreme, it's a PEA-based detergent. It's one of the strongest out there from what we found. So when it comes to cleaning your injectors, really the entire fuel system is going to be one of the best ones out there. And that's where you're going to find the biggest gains when it comes to fuel economy, throttle response, improvement, those kind of things. So when it comes to like a Seafoam, you know, some of these products that are like all-in-ones or I'll call it an all-in-one where you can put it in the oil, you put it in the fuel. Sometimes those will have harsh solvents, things like that could actually do more harm than good. And you know, when we formulate a product specifically for the fuel system or the oil system, you're going to do it in a way that's meant for those systems. And if you try to do one for both, you can't really optimize it. You know what I mean? Right. So it's just that's kind of our philosophy. And when we did third-party testing, when we first released Gas Extreme, we found about almost an 8% gain in fuel economy on average, and that's really because it's cleaning. It's going to clean out all those deposits, and that's where you're going to get the efficiencies and just more power, and that's where the fuel economy comes from. So, but anyways, Neil, I hope that generally answers your question. We'll dive more into it in a little bit. We're about halfway through March, right?
Right.
And we got a pretty darn good sale going on at O'Reilly Auto Parts. What's the details of that, Chad?
Yeah, so a great one at O'Reilly's ends on 3/30. EDT, Diesel Extreme, and FR3 $4 off. The Stiction Eliminator's $8 off. That's a
good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So $4 off the fuel additives plus FR3, then the big boy, the 2-quart Stiction Eliminator is $8 off. It's a good deal, and it ends end of the month.
Right.
So as soon as March is over, the deal's over. So take advantage while you can. But we got some time to dive into Gasoline Extreme. So typically, what we want to do first is just get it out of the way. How much do I use? What's the treat rates?
Yeah. So on the road. So
we have two treat rates:
two.
an on-road and off-road version.
Right. 16 ounces for 45 gallons. Or 16 per 20 gallons.
That's for the off-road.
Well, yeah.
The off-road, 16 ounce per 20 gallons. And the whole reason why that is because it's all about EPA regulations. Essentially, our off-road use has too much in it. Too much detergents, and it's too fully formulated. So that's off-road use only, and then the on-road use is your 16 ounce per 45 gallons. So whatever your application is, it'll work for you, but the reason why that is because EPA regulations. And then what's the kind of elevator pitch on Gasoline Extreme? We know it's a gasoline additive, of course.
Right, which is, fully formulated, a concentrated cleaner that removes combustion, from the chamber and intake valves. It's going to clean your injectors, valves, pumps, rings, and pistons. It also lubricates while it's in there in the fuel system.
That's always a big one with people looking for upper cylinder lubricants,
Right.
things like that. So it'll do that as well.
Yeah.
We talked about the performance gains, and it's really because, like I mentioned, the cleaning, but it's fuel injectors. That's the obvious one, right? A lot of people go to look for injector cleaner, but it's going to do more than just that. It's, like I mentioned, the whole fuel system. Talking combustion chamber deposits are going to get removed, intake valve deposits. You get those on the valve. On the valves can be a real problem. So you want to get that taken care of. A lot of times it's just like that carbon buildup, that
Right.
general gunk that develops over time. And we noticed a lot of times smoother idle. Again, that system's cleaner. It's running more efficiently, a little bit smoother. So if you got a rough idle, anything like that, it typically helps and smooths that out. Improved emissions. We got some testing we're trying to do with that, where we can actually try to put some numbers behind it. But it's just going to generally help with emissions. Lubricates. Like I mentioned, sometimes you can find products that's simply an upper cylinder lubricant, and or just an injector cleaner. So when we talk about fully formulated, that's the whole premise. We try to put as much into one product to accomplish as much as possible. So that's another benefit there. We do get questions sometimes this week, sometimes about emissions equipment, right?
Right.
Safe or not? If I got a catalytic converter, is there going to be any issues there?
Totally safe.
Totally safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problems there. So on road, right? No problem. Off road, no problem. And then just those benefits we talked about: fuel economy, horsepower, acceleration, reduced misfires, and lower noise and vibration. It's all kind of in the whole package. Those are some of the things you'll see with the treatment.